What up, everybody? It's your boy Clayton Filipowicz, and today we're going to be talking about how you can speak to your parents and help them understand why you want to join the military, what benefits you can get from it, that you're not going to just die like when you join. There's a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of what they know is what's happening on the screen right now. Okay, hey, hold on, sir. Calm down. Calm down. We're gonna talk this out. Hold on here, okay? So, just to give you a little bit of backstory, I was in the Marine Corps, obviously, and my mother was completely against me joining. And in fact, she was completely against me joining even when I was at boot camp. There was one point in time where I'm halfway through first phase, and I get a letter from my mom that says, you know, I've applied to colleges for you so that when you drop out of boot camp, you can go to college. Now, I love you, Mom, if you're watching this, but seriously, that actually was kind of more motivation. And it's funny because all she knew was, the stuff you see in movies, TV shows, what you read in magazines. And yes, there's a lot of, what's the word for it? I don't know, mystery around the Marine Corps, for example. Until now, over the past 5 years, there's been so much information from other YouTubers. More and more people in the news are covering about how recruit training is, and they always hear the bad stuff. They hear about, one recruit died, or you hear about what happened overseas when a soldier or a Marine gets killed in action. You hear about that stuff, but it kind of gets sensationalized. Not to downplay that at all, for sure. It's awful, the things that happen, and there are some terrible things. I've had friends that died. I've had friends who had limbs blown off. But when you put it into proportion with the rest of the military, your odds of that happening are extremely slim. Now, let me explain. When you go to talk to your parents, you have to go in with a plan. You have to have some sort of way to tell them, okay, this is why I want to join this branch. This is what I want to learn from it. This is a skill that I want to learn. I want to do this job so that when I get out, I'm going to have a good job. Or if you're going to stay in for life, explain why that is important too. Now, no mother out there is going to be like, go die for your country, son. Yes, go do that. I would like you to die for your country. No, of course they're going to be worried. They see all this stuff in the movies. They only hear about the bad stuff in the news, and they're going to be scared. You're their baby boy, their baby girl, and they want you to go to college and be safe. Now, that might not be your priority, and it is hard to talk to your parents about this. I know a lot of people have been asking me. I had to make this video. It had to happen. So again, going back to what traits will you learn? For the Marine Corps, they preach honor, courage, commitment. I know that when I joined, after you get through boot camp, you're able to exercise, you're able to eat healthier. You've got something instilled in you that's just a little bit different. Everybody that comes back from boot camp, anybody that you'll talk to, people will tell you they changed. And most of the time, I would say it's for the better. You might be a little bit robotic after boot camp, like this dude right there. But, you have such a work ethic. They teach you in the most immersive way possible how to be a team player. All these dudes on the screen right now, everything that's going by, they're getting broken down. And that's a good thing. Because honestly, this generation, in my humble opinion, I'm part of your generation, I think that it's a reality check that we really need. There's no wonder why dudes that get out of the Marine Corps or the Army go on to do great things. It's because they know how a team works. Let's take FedEx, for example. FedEx was created by a former Marine. I know I'll take flack for that. There is no former Marines. But he created FedEx because he was, I think he was logistics in the Marine Corps. And what he found out was, you know what? We could do this better. So he got out of the Marine Corps, made his own company, and now look at this dude. Who doesn't use FedEx? So just right there, go and do your research and let them know, this is what I want to get out of the Marine Corps. This is what I want to get out of the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, even the Coast Guard. You got to help them understand because they don't know any better. Also, I recommend that you give them my channel, of course, but also other channels like it. There's plenty of other dudes out there between the ages of, 18 and 25 that have been making military videos for the past 5 years. And I swear to God, we've done every single topic under the sun. I guarantee you there's another one out there. There's another video just like this with somebody making some very valid points. So, get a well-rounded scope of what there is to work with. Now, the double-edged sword of that is, your mom or dad might come back and say, Uncle Johnny was a Marine. You should talk to him. He hated it. Well, yes, everybody has different experiences with the military. Some might have been good. Some might have been bad. Uncle Johnny may have been in Vietnam. I'm going to go ahead and guess he didn't like that. So I say take it with a grain of salt when you go talk to other former Marines or soldiers or whatever. Really, it's a decision that you have to make, and you can't really rely solely on other people's experiences. Another thing you can do is have a recruiter come to your house and actually just straight up talk to your parents. Go to the kitchen table, lay out everything. They'll be able to explain better than I can, the benefits of the VA home loan, of the GI Bill for free college, of how the military will set you up afterwards. Just all the great things that the military does have to offer, they'll be able to lay it out very, very clearly because it's their job. So utilize them. They're on your side. Obviously, they want you to join. So another good option is to have your recruiter come talk to your parents. If you're having trouble getting your parents to go to the recruiter, like some people, their parents are just like, absolutely not. We will not even humor this. You can, like most recruiters will just show up and be like, I totally understand if you turn me away, but I would love to have 5 minutes of your time. And it's very difficult for them to turn them away at that point. I know that's a strong arm move, but sometimes that's what you got to do. Again, they don't know what they don't know, and they only see what's on the screen. Like this drill instructor right here, giving the Black Friday speech to his brand new recruits. So that's another tip right there. Now, trust me when I say that of all the parents that didn't want people to join, my mom was pretty bad. Again, you guys heard earlier about the story where she thought that I was just going to quit boot camp right in the middle of it, go to college. She was in total denial. She was in total denial. She knew nothing about the Marine Corps. Honestly, I didn't know much either. But it's not all what you guys see right here. What you're seeing on the screen is just 3 months. That is boot camp. That's it. That's pretty much what all of you guys are thinking about, going to boot camp. But you have to remember, there's 4 years after. There's 5 years after. You're doing a job day in and day out. You're earning a paycheck. You're building credit. You're living on your own. You're becoming independent. You're learning to work as a team. There's all these great things that come with that. So you have to think beyond boot camp and let them know that, hey, it's okay to join the military. I'm not going to automatically die as soon as I sign those papers. It's going to be okay. Again, make sure they know that, hey, I want to be admin. I want to be public affairs. I want to be a mechanic. I want to be aviation mechanic. It's anything. There's so many jobs. There's over 300 jobs in the Marine Corps that are non-combat related. 300 jobs. So go on to Marines.com and go look through the MOSs, because that's the job that you're going to be doing for the next 4 years after those 3 months of boot camp. That's what's really important. What you're seeing on the screen right now is not the most important part of being a Marine or being a soldier or being in the Navy. It's about what comes after. And of course, you guys, the last ditch effort, the very last thing that you can do if all else fails is just do it. Sign up. If you're 18 years old, you're an adult. It's your responsibility to do what you think is right. And it's your decision at the end of the day. Now, I don't recommend this by any means. Like, hey, if you're a parent watching this right now, you're probably losing your shit right now. I understand that. I really do. But my message to you is, please, please voice your concerns, yet be supportive no matter what they decide. Because believe it or not, they're no longer your little boy or your little girl, and they have every opportunity to go and enlist, and they could be gone in a week or two. So you might as well get on their terms and help them navigate, what job they want to get, make sure that they're making an informed decision, and really just be a supportive parent. Because there's nothing worse, there's nothing more heartbreaking than somebody that wants to serve their country, yet their parents are just strong-arming and saying, you know what, no, we're not going to support you. I know even some parents that wouldn't even talk to their kids. And that will hurt them more. That will hurt your relationship with them. So it is my opinion to please just stay supportive. So make sure you guys get with a recruiter, talk to your parents, make sure that they're educated, tell them why, and reinforce over and over and over again with valid facts like this job, I could be stationed here, here, or here. Here's the opportunities that this could afford me. I'm going to learn honor, courage, and commitment. I'm going to have a better work ethic. I'm going to be physically fit. I'm going to be more mentally capable. There's so much good stuff that comes out of being in the military. You just really have to meet your parents halfway. And parents, if you're watching, meet your kid halfway. They're not going to be, little Susie or little Johnny for much longer. They're going to be adults, and they're going to make their own decisions. So guys, with that, I know that these military videos are few and far between on my channel, but so many people were asking about it, I had to make this video. Again, if you guys don't know, I'm a big video game live streamer, so if you ever feel like stopping by, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications if you'd ever like to catch one of my live streams, and be good to each other. Educate your parents. Don't hold it against them if they've got some grudges. But at the end of the day, it's your decision, and I think that you guys will all be fine. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.